Welcome to your daily focus for April the 7th, 2023. Today we could have pleasant surprises or wonderful encounters with people. So stick around, listen to it. It's a beautiful day, so you want to hear this energy. Let's start at the beginning though. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Now we start with the 7 energy, and the 7 energy is about standing in our truth. It's about growing and deepening our relationships. It's about trying to create harmony and beauty in our world around us. If we do the numerology of the day, it's a 4 plus a 7 plus a 7, which gives us an 18 energy. And that's understanding what truly brings you joy, happiness, what causes you celebration, or maybe it moves you towards a passion, a desire. What motivates you? What gets you excited? What gets you out of bed in the morning? And attaching to that, because that's when we truly feel free. That's when we feel liberated. When we know exactly what brings us joy and we bring those things into our life. 1 plus 8 is a 9. Now we are in full moon energy, so a 9 is very appropriate because what it is it's closures. It's endings. It's healing. And the reason we're doing these things is so that when the new moon comes in and remind you that the new moon will be a solar eclipse in Aries at 29 degrees. So we want to prepare. We want to clear the path for those new experiences, for those new opportunities, those new learning experiences, travel experiences, relationship experiences. Absolutely. We have the sun in Aries, and I believe just, while we're all nice, fast asleep, the moon will move into Scorpio somewhere in the night. So we'll wake up to that Scorpio moon. And the Scorpio moon is about fairness. It's also about understanding and digging for the truth. So investigation, asking questions. We don't want superficial under a Scorpio energy. But we do. We want the truth. We will dig for the truth. We'll go past the surface. Normally we get to a certain point and that's good enough. We don't need any more information. But with Scorpio energy, we dig deeper. We find the meaning, the understanding, the truth. Sun and Uranus are talking together. And they're having a beautiful conversation up in the sky, which means we will have pleasant surprises or just, happenstance kind of encounters with people that'll just be wonderful. It'll encourage us to try something new, something different. It definitely allows us a little bit more freedom, which really works with the 18 energy. And pay attention to your dreams, waking and sleeping. Well, you could get a small glimpse of the future come through. So meditate, pray. Definitely try to tap into your abilities, your psychic abilities or your intuition. I just need a drink. I'm so sorry. I snuck a cookie. It was an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. Just before I started. And there was a crumb or something there. So I do apologize. We also have Venus having a wonderful conversation with Neptune up in the sky. So it's about opening up our hearts and connecting to this spiritual energy. Maybe connecting with the compassion we have for another. Or concern we have for another. We look for the best in people, in our relationships, in what we're doing. So it is a very harmonious day because we are only noticing the good parts of it. Now this is when Venus and Neptune are together. It's a time to decompress. It's a time to wind down. It's a time to meditate. It's a time to pray. It's a time to sit in quiet contemplation and tap into your intuition and allow it to talk to you. So we have a lot of energy today. guiding us towards paying attention to our intuition, our dreamscape, our thoughts, and what arrives. Because it could very well be a glimpse of your future. Okay, let's get to the cards. Now, our underlying energy, look at this, Temperance is here. Temperance is here to say you have more by having less. Okay? You know, we all know that busy, cluttered room or that busy, cluttered desk. And it really does disrupt energy. Okay, believe it or not, energy is a real thing and everything gives off an energy. And when it's all over the place, even though we may not actually register it in our minds, it still leaves a little bit of chaos to our subconscious. You know, I always use the exercise bike in the bedroom, right? We get this exercise bike, we put it in the bedroom because that way we'll do it, right? We'll wake up in the morning, we'll jump on that bike, or maybe just before I'm ready to go to sleep at night, I'll jump on that bike, but it's right there in front of me, and I know I won't not do it if it's in my bedroom staring at me. And at first you're really good at it, but then life gets busy and you end up throwing a blouse or a shirt on top of it and then a pair of pants, and pretty soon it becomes a clothes hanger, which is okay. It happens, but at some point we fail to even register that it's there, and it becomes this cluttered mess. And it wreaks havoc on our subconscious for allowing flow, for allowing harmony. So having more by having less. Time to clean out the closets and donate it. Or give it to a consignment shop. I forget who said that in the comments, but I just loved it. Okay? Get some of your money back. Put it in a consignment shop. And if it's something dear to you, then take a picture of it so that you can always look at it. And then give it to somebody who will deeply love it and utilize it. Temperance is also... No, the 14 energy, actually. The 14 energy is about the blacksmith. Temperance is the blacksmith. And so what does the blacksmith do? He grabs that piece of iron. He gets the fire, the flame going to a certain heat. So he rises it in temperature until it's a certain heat. And he's looking for those purples, those neon blues. And then he sticks that iron in, and what he saw in his mind of where the spirals would be and where the bends would be, then he starts going to work with his hammer, his tools. He sticks it into the fire to just make it set a certain way, and then he gets it hot again and does it some more, or she does it some more. And it becomes what he imagined, or she imagined, or they imagined. So, what are you imagining for your life forward? And how are you raising that flame underneath your feet to go, to get motivated, to fill with passion, desire, want, to go after that dream, that goal, that desire? Because we are, in a way, tempering ourselves. Now, with Venus and Neptune and the Sun and Uranus, they're all getting along. Aries is also a very upbeat kind of energy. So we don't feel like doing stuff, okay? We don't feel like doing stuff under this kind of energy. We want to sit back and relax and enjoy life. And this is the time when working towards your goals, your dreams, understanding what makes you tick, understanding what fills you with passion, understanding what motivates you and how you can motivate yourself to do the things you must do, will put you leagues ahead of anybody else. Because everybody else is just relaxing because it is a harmonic kind of energy. We have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. So the wands behind us are the paths that we have walked in order to get here. And those aren't the only paths we've walked. We haven't just walked 9 paths. We've walked, we've really walked through hundreds upon thousands of doors in our lifetime, making small decisions and big decisions and going left and then going right and then going straight, turning around every so often, doing a U-turn. But here's these 9 wands in the background. And they're all straight, they're all tall, they're all strong, and they all have some sort of growth on them. Which tells me that your path leading up to here, you have learned what you've needed to learn. You've gone through the lessons, you've gone through the challenges, and you've come out successfully on the other side. And now there's a new path. We hold it in our hands, we look at it, it's short, it's twisted, it's stubby, there's no growth on it. But all the other wands started out this way too. All the other paths started out this way too. Doesn't really look like much, but I could do something with that. Maybe, maybe not. And we sit there and we contemplate going on this path. Now it's going to take passion and it's going to take courage to step upon this new path. It may not look all that inviting. You may find once you start walking the path how beautiful it really is. But at first it takes that passion, that desire, that courage, that strength to actually pick up that wand and start walking with it. And all those other paths meant something to this path that you are deciding on. You've learned different things and it comes together for you now. For a wisdom, a sage wisdom. We have the Two of Wands. This is summoning in our new beginnings, our new starts, our dreams, our goals, our desires. We have our arms open and we are saying, come to me. I'm ready for you. I'm ready to begin this journey. I want to start this journey. Now remember, we're in full moon, so chances of that happening, slim to none. But look around us. We've completely cleared the space around us. Even the box is empty. We're ready for it. We are preparing ourselves for it, and we are calling for it. And just because we're in full moon energy doesn't mean that you stop calling for it because we're in closure and completion, because these are the things we want to bring in. So that's the whole reason that we're cleaning. We're tidying. We are, and it could be through healing. It could be through completion. It could be through closure. But we're making space for something special to come into our lives. And so we have to be mindful of making that space. Maybe it's time, maybe it's energy, maybe it's resources. But start making space. You know, if you want a new relationship in your life, then take little blocks like half hours and hours at certain points of the day to start making room for that relationship to come into your life. Because it will be a time investment. A financial investment, probably. And definitely one of our heart. And our energy, right? We want to have energy. We want to dance and go for long walks in the moonlight. And we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords. I love the King of Swords right now. I mean, he is so determined. He's looking forward, straight forward. He's looking at his best life ever. He's looking at the conquest of the goal, the success, the completion. We haven't started this path yet. And he holds that sword, and the little I know about swordsmanship is that's kind of, we're ready, right? We're ready to flip that sword up and use it in a heartbeat if we need to. So we're not resting, we're not laying back, but we are focused, we are concentrated on where we want to go and how are we going to get there. And we may have to use that sword to make a path of our own. There might not be a path in existence. We may have to create it as we go. And here we're determined to do that. We'll get a Nature's Whispers card, see how that aligns with the energy that we're talking about, or maybe it'll bring up something that we should be reminded of during the day that wasn't in the cards or the numerology or the astrology. Heighten your vitality. 49. So that's a 13 energy. A very lucky energy. Sometimes we don't think it is when it shows up in our life. But it does. It writes us on our path. It brings in something that no other thing could. It's unique in its good luck. What are we doing here? Heighten. Oh my goodness. Heighten your vitality. I want to look at this picture for a second before I turn it over to you. Oh, there's a lot of pictures within pictures here. So see what calls out to you. Maybe there's a special message just for you in this card. Maybe something we're not looking at, but you can see. Tap into the depths of your being and draw upon your personal power. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with warmth of sunlight and visualize the light bringing new energy into you. You can have energetic reserves to draw on. Allow this energy boost to flow through you. Connect with others or do something to love to continue to create. Connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with a friend, smile, laugh, and share the human touch. It's all about raising our energy. Strengthening ourselves. Once again, the strengthening of ourselves. Creating the energy, the vitality to go forward, to take those steps, to do those actions. And oh my goodness, look what we have here. We have the dragon, the supernatural. And it really is an energy of the supernatural. I mean, the sun and Uranus talking together could give us a glimpse to our future. Venus and Neptune is love, money, and dreamscape. So tapping into the metaphysicals, the talents we have, the abilities we have, the psychic abilities that we may have, our intuition, our heart center. Bring it in clear place. You are the. No, they're not going to do it for us, are they? You are an ancient, wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So, you are the ancient, wise sage. And you truly are. You have so much knowledge within you that you can tap into at any moment in time. You can shapeshift at will. Well, what does that mean? I think that means you can go with the flow. If it calls on you to be determined and decisive, then you can be that person. And yet if it asks for a lot of emotion and compassion, you can also be that person. And being able to shapeshift at will. Something happens in your environment, you can address it. You can handle it. You can face that challenge, meet that lesson, and walk away with even more wisdom, knowledge. Rise with dignity. So rise with dignity. Especially if you feel a little low about yourself, that you just don't have what it takes, or things aren't going as planned, or, it's very easy to allow those energies to pull you down. So understand, look within, okay, that heart center, that 18, and see the beauty of who you are. See what you deserve. Recognize your gifts, your talents, your abilities. And rise. Rise with a dignity, with a knowing that you are special, that you are beautiful, that you are worthy, that you are deserving. And go forward after your dreams. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.